Hello, today I'm going to be showing you how to create an image using a 2D array. So first of all, we need our import so we can create the image, and we create our class, and then we're going to set the size of the image. So in this case, for example, it will be 400. You can obviously make them bigger, smaller. Then we're going to create three 2D arrays that represent red, green, and blue, which will be are like pixels that create each part of the image. So we have my size, my size. So it's an integer with my size here as a part of the array and the same number here. And then I just created the three different colors that I wanted to use. So this one's blue. These are RGB values. So they go from 0 to 255. So depending on the different values inputted, the different color that you get. So I initiated it for blue, white, purple, and pink, which are the four colors that I used. And then to create an actual image into it, although this is simple, you can definitely take it to another level and do much more complex things, but you can look at really what's going on with a simpler code. So it's a 2D array that is composed of like three different things, and that makes like one pixel color. So what you're going to want to do here is create in this for loop. It starts at 0 and it goes to my size and it continues, and then it does that like horizontally, as in like rows, and then it's going to do that in no, I'm sorry, it will go like to the right, and then it will go to the bottom using like rows and columns. So that's where we create our I's and our J's, and it's still going to be my size because we're going to keep that the same. But if I is smaller than my size divided by 2, because we just wanted it to be a quarter of it, and J is the same, is smaller than my size divided by 2, then the red, green, and blue will be the different ones over here, as you can see. So blue R, in this case, is red, which is IJ. And then we have green, sorry, and blue. And these are these values, so you can see here. So in this case, we're using the blue. So we have blue R, which we initiated there, blue G, and blue B. And that will create a quarter of a square that will be blue. And then we'll do the same over here, but instead of having it be smaller than, we're going to make it greater than. So then it's going to be the next square over, and that will be purple, using the same 2D array with I and J, using rows and columns. We're going to continue. Here we're using the for loops and else if statements, so that it only works for that certain part. And then here we're going to do the same. It's going to be smaller than the division of them, but then the other one will be greater than, because now we want to do a different like section of the square per se, because I'm using a square, and the square will be white. And then finally we use the else statement, and then we have the pink one. So like if it's none of these, then it's gonna be pink, obviously. So this is all the code that was provided for us that will make each color be part of the image, and it will create a PPM image. So if you give me a second, I'll just show you how that happens. Okay, so now that we have all that code, we're gonna use terminal, and we're gonna compile it, and then run it, and it's gonna save a PPM image in our file. So in this case, it's this one right here, output.ppm, and I can show you here. So we first have the blue, and then the white, the pink, the purple, sorry, and the pink. And this was all done using our codes and our 2D arrays. Thank you.